To access a career fair, you simply need to log into your account and you will see your current active booths. If the fair has not started, it will allow you to enter the booth as a recruiter, but you will not be able to do anything. You can use this to preview the recruiter side booth prior to the start date. If the fair has already started, when you click Enter Booth, you will be redirected to your booth in the event. Once you enter your booth, you will be notified about sound settings. Ensure you don't miss a candidate by enabling sound notifications. When a candidate enters the booth, they will be placed in your queue and appear in the My Current Chat section of your dashboard. To begin a conversation with a candidate, click on their name and you will be able to start a conversation or wait for a response to your canned response in the chat log. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can also see the candidate's profile information, like CV and required registration questions. EventMatch integrates all chat history, so if you've talked to a candidate previously, the notes and ratings will appear below the registration questions. So let's take a deeper look at the booth functionality for recruiters. Once you are in an active event, you will see your dashboard, current chat activity, and candidate profile. Starting on the left-hand side of the screen, we will look at My Dashboard, where you will see information like My Current Chats that shows all of your ongoing chats. You can toggle through multiple chats by clicking on the candidate's name. Below My Current Chats is Candidates Waiting. This will show you the names of the candidates waiting in your booth and how long they have been waiting. Next is the Completed Chats, which will show the name of each candidate you had a conversation with and your candidate rating. There is also an Other Recruiters tab that shows the name of the recruiters logged into the booth and the number of candidates in their queue. Throughout the event, you can refresh the page to see updated stats. During the candidate chat, a user is able to send canned messages, share files, transfer candidates, and end the chat. We've already talked about canned messages and shared files, so let's look at how to transfer a candidate. If a candidate enters your queue but they do not match your recruitment area, you can transfer the candidate. When you click Transfer Candidate, you will select which recruiter to transfer to in the drop-down menu. You can also include a message as to why you are transferring the candidate. Once you click Transfer, your colleague will be notified about the transfer request. If they accept the chat, it will move from your current chats to your colleagues. Note that you are unable to send the transcripts or CV until the chat has ended. If the candidate has been transferred to you while in a booth, the transfer notification will appear in yellow at the bottom left of the screen. Simply click on the box to see the candidates and notes from the recruiter. If you do not want to accept the chat, hit No Thanks and the candidate will not be transferred to you. They will remain with the previous recruiter. To accept that chat, hit Yes Thanks. The candidate will automatically be added to your current chats queue. The recruiter that has transferred the candidate will see a message stating that the transfer has been completed and they will no longer appear in the original recruiter's queue. Once a chat has ended and you have rated the candidate will move from My Current Chats to Completed Chats. If you click a candidate's name, the chat history will be displayed in the middle of the screen. You can also review chat, which shows your notes and rating for the candidate. You can come into the Review Chat section to update notes or ratings. There is the option to block candidates as well. Blocking a candidate prevents them from entering your booth for the remainder of the event. To block a candidate, scroll to the bottom of the Reviewed Chat section and select the radio button next to Block. Once a chat ends, a pop-up message will ask you to rate the candidate. First, you will rate by star ranking. 1-star rating means not interested in this candidate or not a fit, and a 5-star means you're very interested in the candidate. You will also select one of the 4 options of interested, not interested, did not respond, and pipeline. Lastly, you can enter notes on a candidate. This information is not viewable to the candidate. So if a candidate is not qualified, you can list that in your notes so you don't have to look through chat history later. You will also be able to block a candidate from entering your booth again during the fair. The Send Transcript option allows you to send the candidate CV if available, candidate information including the registration questions, conversation log, and candidate rating and notes. The transcript will not be sent out until the chat has been ended by you or the candidate. You can choose to send the transcript to yourself or yourself and others.